Well, welcome back, everybody. Today's going to be another short video of us working on the Can-Am Renegade 850. And if you guys have been watching our videos, you have been keeping up with what's been going on. So I did get all this thing complete, and I did go out and ride it yesterday. Today is Wednesday, so probably when you're watching, it's probably going to be Friday morning before it posts, but or this video. But anyway, I did go out and ride this thing, and everything stayed together here. So cotter pin's still in there. This is nice and tight. The header wrap, all this worked out really good. Anyway, today's Wednesday, like I told you, and we have got planned on a ride tomorrow out at the camp. So a couple things going to happen. I've got to get this belt changed. I didn't do that, so I want to get this belt changed. And then something that's very interesting is I've got a set of AArms from Ed over at Teixeira. Okay, so these are some really nice products here. I've got two sets. There's another set in that box right there. This is a set that's going to go on this 850. So I'll give you a short background right quick. So Brandon, well, we had a set here then, and we ended up putting it on Brandon's four-wheeler for the race that he won, and then the Indiana Ironman race, and he flat loved them. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. So Brandon and I both went out riding for a little piece yesterday. And so I took like 8 laps on this thing. Our laps are, 4 miles or whatever. And then, so we stopped, and I said, I want to do another 2 laps. We want to do a total of 10 laps. So we did. And, so Brandon, said, why don't I ride his four-wheeler, which is the one that he's raced all this past season with those arms on there, and let him ride this. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Oh my goodness. I rode that four-wheel. This thing handles really well. But I rode the other one with those arms on there, and it was unbelievable. Anyway, the quad would just turn like unbelievable. So anyway, I'm interested in putting those on this thing. And so that's my project tonight. So we're going to try to do the belt, going to try to do the lower AArms, and hopefully we can get it all done so we can go riding tomorrow. So you guys stay tuned. The arms here laying here. I just wanted to show you guys these things. He does obviously tremendous work. Look at this. I rank this, that these guys, Checo, J Parts, all these guys, man, it's just amazing the craftsmanship that goes into these, and also the thought of where to put all the braces at. These are low ground clearance here. So all right, so his arms does not come with ball joints. Okay, so these are Can-Am Renegade lower ball joints. I've also got the brand new clips from Can-Am that goes in there. So I've got to press these in there, okay, and put new clips. Now, these are the Heim joints that'll go in here, 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 and here. In fact, I've got to go get this other set here. So here's the other set here. So obviously, they don't come, all put in there. So anyway, there you go. And then I got some anti-seize here, so I'm gonna put some anti-seize as I screw these in there. Now, from what I've been told, is the way that I'm gonna set this thing up is I'm gonna have 2 threads showing in the front here, 5 threads showing in the back. So basically, it's gonna push this forward a little bit. Now, I don't understand the geometry of what he's got in these things. Doesn't matter. We're going to set it at 2 and 5. I don't know where it is on this thing, but I was going to show you something else. Checo, I told you guys at one point that Checo thought about us. This little cutout right here, I'm going to have to remove this bolt. And look at this cutout. It's perfect to slide this bolt out. If this was any other bumper manufacturer, I'd have to pull this bumper off and lower this thing to get this bolt out of there. But he's got these little cutouts in here, and I knew that would come in handy at some point. So got to get that bolt out. Obviously that bolt over there, and then this bolt down here at the bottom. So going to go ahead and get that done in here, and put some anti-seize on here. Go ahead and get those in there. You got to press them in there. So let's get after it. right, ball joints all pressed in there, and I wanted to show you a couple things. I'm pretty anal about little stupid stuff, but on this snap ring here, I don't know that it matters. I put the opening to the inside. This is obviously the bottom here, okay, so didn't want nothing to grab that. And then also you have to remove these boots whenever you're pressing these ball joints in, and then I got to snap it back on there. But just took a little screwdriver, and what I done is I just, you know, to remove this boot, because you got to, you know, take the press over there. I had the 20-pound press, and that's what I pressed these in there with. So anyway, okay, so let me put these boots on there and get these heim joints in. So I got all the AArms ready to roll here. So got the boots put on there, and got the heim joints in. This is the front. These are set at about 2 threads, 5 threads here. And then I just slid these little collars in here. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I think they're crushed something or another. But anyway, that's going to take up the slack there. So that was a 3/4 inch wrench to tighten those jam nuts up there. But boy, that darn anti-seize is nasty. So okay, so AArms are ready to roll. So I'm gonna start pulling these ones off here, these stock ones here, and I'm excited. Let's see what this looks like. Hey, so I got the right side off there. It's pretty simple. So you got that bolt there, and obviously that worked out really nice. Thank you, Rick Checo. And then that pinch bolt there and that bolt there. But I wanted to show you the difference here. So this is just the right side here. So this is the right side AArm here that I'm getting ready to put on. This is the OEM one, and we always put a gusset. If you can see this gusset, this has been added. It's just a little piece there. This is the weak point in the stock ones, and also on this side over here. So this bend and this bend, we added the little gusset there, okay? And that's what we've been running for all this time. But you can see the other gusset on this side here. But it's right in the bend there. So the reason why I wanted to show you this is because you can see the difference in the, obviously this is OEM, okay, and most riders don't do what Brandon does, okay. Most people buy the Can-Am Renegades and they just hang out and have a great time. But we're woods racing at a pro level, so we're trying to get the best products we can. The one thing that I noticed here is, obviously, I'm sure this is chromoly, more than likely, and you can see it's a bigger diameter than this, and then the way the gusseting is here. So but anyway, I wanted to pull this side by side and show you before I install it, just to let you know what it looks like. Look at that. This thing, oh my goodness. So got the right side installed, got the bolts all tightened up, the 3 bolts there, got that tightened up there. Oh, I was going to show you something that I did. I took a looks like a 22 millimeter wrench, and I put that around that so I could tap on that so I wouldn't booger my bushings up. Because what happens is the stock ones, the stock bushings get worn out, and we go over these nuts and bolts, you know what I mean, and torque them. And what it does, it squishes this together a little bit. So I had a little bit of a hard time getting it to go in there. So what I did is I went and got me a wrench, and to where it would slide over that and just tap on the end of the wrench. So that worked out really well. And that way I wouldn't booger my aluminum, because those things are just aluminum there. So, but look at that. Looks really, really nice. So, okay. So, I'm getting pretty excited, to be honest with you. So let's get the other side done. All right. So, got the left front on there. So, man, just a nice product. You know what I mean? Left side on there, right side on there. So everything's should be good to go here. So got everything tight, and so it should be good. So I want to tell you, and I keep saying this, but man, there's some good people in this industry that knows how to build good products, and this is another one of them. And I keep harping on that, but you know, listen, spend the money and get some good products, and you know what I mean. And I'll share with you at some point. I had an AArm built by another manufacturer, damn near killed me, and about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now, and so it broke on the left front, and ever since then, Brandon and I both have been really scared of AArms, and I don't necessarily blame the manufacturer that built the AArm, but I do blame how it was built after the fact of where it broke. And I'll show you guys that AArm at some point, but I've saved it. But it was a very, very dark time in my life. That about 4 months laying on my butt in the house, and so we've been really scared to try any of these aftermarket AArms. So we've been running these stock ones here, and you know, obviously these has been good to us, and we've just been gusseting them. And but anyway, all right, so wasn't that hard, to be honest with you, and and I'm actually pretty excited. I've got to put the tires back on it, put it on the ground, and adjust the toe. Okay, so I'll do that, but I guarantee you that's a little bit easier than what I'm getting ready to tackle, which is this belt. Now, me and Brandon rode out there yesterday, so I did not wash this quad because I wanted to get these AArms on here tonight, because we're planning on going out to the camp tomorrow. So this thing's a little dirty, and I'm sure this thing's going to be dirty in here, but it's obviously real sandy down here, so we don't have a lot of mud. So I got to pull basically the Raccoon Racing, crap, whatever you call these things, the hill guards or whatever the hell they are, pegs or whatever, I don't know. He gets these from B&R Motorsports, which is Raccoon Racing. And I got to pull this off and then pull the side cover off here. So, and I got to change this belt. So let's get after that. All right, so I know you guys watched me do this before, but anyway, got the CVT cover off there, and I'm getting ready to remove this belt and then do an inspection on all this stuff. But this is my little handy tool that you got to have to remove this belt. And usually what Brandon and I do is take a big flat washer here, stick behind that right there, so so it doesn't skin up our aluminum there. I know you guys can't see that, but anyway, something like that. and then I just take one of our impacts, and then essentially what happens is if this is all going to work right, you should see that move back. Okay, and what it does, it just shoves that back, and then at this point, you can see how loose the belt is. We can just take the belt and just roll it off, just like we used to do a bicycle chain. Yeah, something like that. That belt, I have no clue of how many hours it's got on there, but look at that. Absolutely still looks pretty good, to be honest with you. But we're going to change it. I went over and found one in Brandon's stash, and I found the big buck number 2. So this is the belt that I'm going to be putting on. I don't know how many hours this belt's got on it, but a lot. So we're going to go ahead and install this one, throw this one in the garbage. And so what happens is Brandon puts one race of GNCC on there, and then what we do is we save them, obviously, and this is the reason why, so I can put it on this one here. So but for every race, every round of GNCC, we always put on a new one. So anyway, so we'll take these and put on the FTR 4-wheeler, the practice 4-wheeler, that kind of stuff. These things are $170 a piece, $180 a piece, something like that. So anyway, let me go ahead and clean these up and go get some compressed air and blow that out, and we'll put this belt on. Guys, look here. So I got the belt all put back on, got the footrest, all that back on there, tires put back on it, and I'm really liking the way that looks. Really like the way that looks. Those new Teixeira arms are off the chain. So okay, so I got the belt all done, and So what I got to do now is I'm going to adjust the toe in on it, okay? So everybody's got a different preference, and that's okay. So don't take what I do as like that's the way it's supposed to be. Listen, we're all in this together, and I'm just going barely, mainly what Brandon likes, okay? And we learn every time we go out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the toe at about an 1/8 inch toed in on each side, okay? And that's going to give me, upwards of about 3/8 to 1/4 inch toe in. So I'll go get my tool over there and I'll show you guys how I do that. All right, we're getting ready to adjust the toe in on this thing. So now there again, don't take what I do for gospel and word and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you'll find whichever you like. Some people run, over 3/8 of an inch. Some people run 1/4 inch. It just depends, okay? So we're going to end up about 1/4 is what we're going to end up with. So what you want to do first is you want to sit on your ATV and get your handlebars straight, okay? So for instance, I don't know if you can see me. So for instance, if you when you sit on the ATV, you want your handlebars straight, or you want to be able to feel that they're straight, and which is what I did. And then what you want to do is get 2 ratchet straps strapped to the back, as you can see what I did here, okay? Being careful not to turn this because we've already set that. So this is straight with my butt sitting on the seat. And then so basically whenever I'm adjusting these tie rod ends, this handlebars don't turn on you because it's very, very easy to turn. So whenever you push that, trying to turn those big 25-inch tires, scrubbing on the floor back and forth, got to be careful. Right now I can tell you that it's pretty close, which is what you want to do. And then you want to just fine tune it because you don't want to scrub on the concrete down there. So I want to eventually build some kind of turn plates or something, because what happens is the rubber on the floor, so basically when this thing turns, it tries to do that. And then we're measuring this area and this area of the tire. So don't get you don't get a lot of deflection. That's some of my stock car days. It's how I come up with that. I don't know. But anyway, you don't get a lot of deflection, I don't think. But we're chasing a 16th, so it's important. So why not do it right? So this is what I did. Got my tie rods loose with a 17 millimeter wrench there, and then I've got a 6-foot straight edge or ruler. I just picked this up at like Lowe's or something like that. You know what I mean? And this is how I'll show you how I do this by myself. So I'm going to attempt to try to do this. I don't know if you're going to be able to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this up here, okay, about middle ways of the axle. And what I want is I want that to touch that tire, the back tire on both sides. Okay, and then I'm going to come to the front here, and as you can see, I'm touching there, and then there, I got a small gap there. So right now that tire is towed out, is what it's telling me. So we do not want that. We want the back to touch and about that gap in the front. So I've got to adjust this here. So let me see if I can turn this. Make sure I go the right direction. And it doesn't take much. You can see I just turned that a little bit by my hand. I'm going to do the same thing over again. It's very hard to do it one-handed. Touching in the back. Now I'm touching both in the front, so I got to go a little bit more. Okay. Same deal. Try to hold this up there with my knee. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm sorry to make you guys fluffing around a lot here, but okay, so I'm barely off of it, so I'm gaining on it. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I'm finally off of it up there. All right, you see that gap in the front there? That's about what I'm looking for. I'm looking for about a 16th, 8th, something like that. Touching in the back or the front. touching on both sides of the back. Okay, so I'd call this side right here good. Now, normally I would go ahead and button that down, okay? But I'm gonna walk over here. Let's check this side right quick and see what it is. Let's see. Touching in the back. Oh boy, this one's pretty close. Let me get this adjusted right. Okay, touching in the, oh, look at that. I'm gonna leave this one alone. You can see about a 1/16, 1/8 up there. Touching. And in the back tire, touching. Okay, so we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and button them things back down. God, I hope I didn't stir you guys crazy. And I hope the video comes out. I don't know. You know, I need to hire me a videographer, or what do you call them damn people? Videographers or whatever the hell. So anyway, so I'm gonna call this done. So this is done. So pretty simple process. That's how I always did it. You know, most of the time I'm out here by myself, and this is typically the way that I do it. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all that down and pull these straps off here. Got my puppies out here. So this is Miss Lily. She's got a sister. She's got a twin sister, and these dogs spend a lot of time with me out here. But all right, so we're gonna wrap this video up. So excited about the Teixeira arms, and put a new belt on there, and I adjusted the toe in this thing, and I'm gonna check all the fluids and go ahead and lube it and get all my riding gear together. And tomorrow after work we're gonna go riding. So this video here probably Friday morning, I would say, and then I'll post a video of us riding maybe Sunday morning, maybe. And so anyway, and so we'll go out there tomorrow and get us some riding time and that kind of stuff. But you guys stay tuned if you want to see how this worked out. And pretty excited, to be honest with you. Pretty excited to go ride this thing, because I rode Brandon's last night, and oh my goodness, it's unbelievable how good that quad turns. So I'm really interested in seeing how this one turns with these arms on there. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up to 1,000. I think the last time I checked, I was like 775. So I'm getting there, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So if you're still watching this and you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And just gonna try to do it for Brandon, and try to promote quite a bit this year, obviously. So as always, guys, you guys stay tuned, and you guys need to know something, or if you guys want to see something that I'm not doing, you guys certainly, shoot me a message. But as always, I appreciate everything, and I'll see you until next time.